Joe Tamburino, criminal defense attorney in Minneapolis, extensively followed and has talked a lot about the George Floyd case. With us now, does Shapiro have a point that Chauvin was railroaded, thus deserving a pardon?
Well, it's not that Chauvin was railroaded. It's that his trials, or the state trial specifically, happened at a time where we were in the middle of all of this mayhem. I mean, his trial happened so quickly. It happened basically 10 months after the incident. That's basically unheard of in Minneapolis and in most places, that you could get such an important case, such a well-known case, such a serious case to trial within 10 months. But the judge didn't agree with any type of delays or change of venues. I think it would have been a different trial had it been, maybe 2 or 3 years after the event.
Or had it been in Duluth or something like this. Now, the pardon would be for the federal crimes that sort of mirrored the state charges. Keith Ellison, the Attorney General of Minnesota. Take a listen.
I don't know if Trump's going to pardon Chauvin or not, but if he does, it doesn't change his prison sentence. He still owes Minnesota 22 and a half years, and he's going to do it either in Minnesota or somewhere, but he's not getting out.
So is this sort of an academic discussion?
Sort of. In the federal case, he's in prison till 2037. In the state case, he's in prison till 2035. So if President Trump does give him a pardon, he's going to get out 2 years earlier. But what the Attorney General said is true. Regardless of what the president does, the president has no authority over a state case. That's all up to a governor. A governor can pardon in a state case, but a president can't.
Last point, if there were so many flaws in the Chauvin trial and in what was allowed in, the timing, change of venue, all these things, why hasn't that gotten up to the Supreme Court on appeals?
Well, it was denied in Minnesota. It did go all the way up, but the Supreme Court didn't hear the case. Now, in the federal case, that's a little different because Mr. Chauvin pled guilty in the federal case, but right now there are pending motions and orders in federal court. Mr. Chauvin has asked that his plea be vacated, and he's also asked to get discovery of certain medical materials of Mr. Floyd. And the federal court judge in St. Paul, Minnesota, actually has granted that order, that he's going to be allowed to get that type of information. Now, the issue of whether or not he gets a new trial, that has not been determined, and the judge has not ruled on that. So there are active motions that are under consideration.
Yeah, that medical evidence could be quite important, and also quite important why he wasn't granted it. Hey, Joe, this was great. Thank you. To be continued. Big story.
Thank you.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.